When Jessica appeared on my show, she was facing child abuse charges due to her infant having 2 skull fractures caused by blunt force trauma. Take a look at her story and stay tuned to find out if justice was served.
Well, when my niece was 2 weeks old, she was found with 2 skull fractures. And they're blaming my sister. They have arrested my sister at one point of time for the injuries. She's been charged with child neglect and child abuse. CPS took custody over my niece when she was 5 weeks old, and my sister haven't seen her ever since.
Becoming a mother was all I ever wanted to do. All I wanted was someone to look up to me as a role model and to have that love and joy for having a child.
And were you having trouble getting pregnant?
I was. I had 6 miscarriages. And it took me 29 years to actually have my own child.
And what was it like to finally give birth to a baby girl?
At first it was difficult because I had to have an emergency C-section because my blood pressure started to rise and her heart rate started dropping and her umbilical cord was tied around her neck. But after having that C-section, I actually got the chance to have that skin-to-skin moment with her. Just being able to hold her, knowing that she's mine, knowing that I could actually have something that will love me forever.
What happened? You took your daughter, about the day you took your daughter to the hospital for the first time.
When I got in the house, she was crying and my ex was holding her and he was like, she's hungry. So I took her and I fed her and put her to sleep. I woke her 3 hours later to feed her again. And I noticed she had some redness like in the middle of her head and it was swelling. So I took her to my sister and I was like, do you see anything wrong with her? She was like, yeah. So we called the ambulance and we got to the ambulance. We went to the hospital and they did tests and it came back that she had fluids on her brain. So they sent us to another hospital. And that's where they did more testing and they found out that she had 2 skull fractures.
And how old is your baby at this point?
She was 4 weeks old when she got admitted into the hospital.
Okay. 2 skull fractures on a baby that's 4 weeks old?
Yes.
What went through your mind when you're told that?
The only thing that went through my mind is like, at this point, I'm going crazy. I don't know what happens to my child. And me as her mother, I felt I should have known, but I didn't know.
You have no idea how the fractures happened?
I have no idea. The doctors told me that whatever happened, it has to be a blunt force trauma because of the way.
So somebody did this to her?
Yes, somebody did it, but what happened, I don't know.
And because of these injuries, you were then subsequently arrested, right?
I was arrested after they got done questioning for abuse and neglect.
And how long were you in jail for?
I was in jail for a month and a week.
A month and a week? Wow. So you're still facing charges?
I am.
When's the last time you saw your daughter?
I haven't seen her since I left the hospital before court, and that was 7 months ago.
It's got to be tough. This is your miracle baby. You haven't seen your baby in 7 months.
It is very tough.
You don't get to see her?
At all. When we went to court, they gave me a no contact order, so my family hasn't even seen her.
So nobody in your family gets to see her either? Is there a chance that you will get to see your daughter again someday?
Hopefully. That's why I'm here, to clear my name, so I can get back.
What do you want to say about this whole situation?
I just really want to say that I know for a fact that my sister didn't hurt her own child.
Well, she came here today. She took a lie detector test, and we're going to find out. You came here, you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you cause any of your baby's skull fractures? You answered no. Did you ever hit or strike your baby? You answered no. Did you ever witness your ex striking or hitting your baby? You answered no. The results came back all the same to each question, And they came back that Jessica told the truth. How does it make you feel that you came here and you passed this test?
I feel so good, Steve. I just want my baby back. That's all I want.
Right after Steve read my sister's results, it was a relief for everybody. The whole time I knew she was innocent, but we had to prove to others that she was innocent. We cried tears of joy because we have been through a lot, and it was just a painful situation that we were going through. After we left Steve's show, my sister still had pending charges. Because of COVID, my sister's court date kept getting postponed. And it was very frustrating to her because she didn't know what was going on and how will it turn out. I knew my sister ex was the one that hurt my niece. I knew my sister was innocent from the start. They treated my sister like a criminal. When she was pregnant, they forced her to terminate her rights. If she didn't sign her rights over, they were gonna take her unborn child away from her, straight out the hospital. My sister was so scared and confused that she didn't understand why they were trying to make her choose between her children. She already lost one child. She's not trying to lose another one. It hurts to know that people think that my sister really did something to her own child. It hurts to know that people really was treating my sister like a criminal. It made me feel angry because of the things that were said about her and the way people were treating her. She even spent time in jail, and she did not deserve that. Jessica, I want you to know that I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you for fighting the way you did. You did not give up. With this whole process, you've been strong from the start. I look up to you. You're a great mom, you're a great sister, and you are a fighter.
What's happened with this case?
When COVID hit, it kept pushing court back. Like, my court back, it kept getting sent back and back and back. So,
And is the case over with?
yes, thank God. In mid-September of last year, I got served papers and my charges was dropped. Thank God, which I already knew would happen because I was innocent from the start.
And how long was that after it happened?
2 years.
2 years.
2
So
years.
this dragged on for a very long time.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
So that's 2 years of kind of living with this hanging over your head.
Yes.
Now, your ex, he was charged with this crime also, right?
Yes, he
And
was.
and he was convicted, or he took a plea deal?
I haven't talked to him since that day, but he stayed in contact with some family members, and he told them that he went to court, he pled guilty, and they sentenced him to 20 years.
Do you think things would have turned out differently if you didn't appear on my show?
I don't think if I wouldn't have came on your show, Steve, I actually wouldn't be sitting here now doing the update, because I felt as if before I got the truth out, they was treating me like a criminal. They actually wanted me to be guilty. I'm glad I actually got to come on the show and clear my name and actually get clarification and just be able to live now that the truth was set free.
Well, we're glad it worked out for you. You know, we're glad that your daughter's abuser was sentenced. You know, there's a certain level of justice there. We're glad that you were able to come on, clear your name, and that now, you know, you went on, you have 2 other children that you're taking care of. We wish you all the luck, Jessica.
Thank you, Steve.
My name is Steve Wilkos, and I'm an investigative talk show host with a law enforcement background.
it was my life or his.
My job is to get truth and justice for everyday people. Watch our videos now.